Welcome back to a new video, and definitely check out my last made video. It's my video game pickups or games I got from last month. It's a PC edition and it's pretty awesome. As you can see, at the moment I am playing some Left 4 Dead 2. And the thing I wanted to talk about today was a new gaming system will be released next year. Yes, the project called Ouya has been funded. It has, I think, raised around $8.5 million. It was above 800% more than they needed. So of course they have a lot of money more to make the system even better. It's an incredible small device. It fits in your palm of your hand. It looks absolutely modern. It looks high tech. It looks incredible. To be honest, the controller alone looks better than the entire PlayStation 3. I'm seriously, the controller looks absolutely sexy. Okay, but the thing with the Ouya is number one, the system will cost at launch only $99. You heard me right. A new video game console that's gonna cost only $99. So that's advantage number one. Number two, it runs on Android 4, an open source software. To be honest, I never had a telephone or something else that runs on Android, so I'm not really sure what is so special about Android, but I think it's because it's open sourced, I guess. The thing they wanted to do is we all know that independent developers are pretty much done for. It's game over for them on the console industry. Yes, we have still arcade games, but they're not really independent developers. They're more like the developers that just create small games and that's still gonna cost a lot of money. They still need approval by Sony or by Microsoft or by Nintendo to release their games on the system, meaning you know that a lot of developers put out a lot of effort to create a game and then Sony can just say nope, we don't want it on this system and all your hard work is for nothing. Well, the team of Ouya wants this console to be absolutely open so that every independent developer, even if you're just doing it alone and have a great idea, have a great looking game or a great playing game, it doesn't matter, really original game, that you can release it on the system called Ouya. You can release it on that system. How freaking awesome is that? If you have a couple of friends and you have this amazing idea and you only have a couple of $100 or euros and you create this game and you can place it on Ouya. You can just, get it on a console, a video game console. You don't have to use the PC, use weird website or use Steam. You can have the casual gamers at home and just play it on your screen, on your big screen, on your couch. Doesn't matter. It's freaking awesome. Of course, they not don't only have the smaller developers. They also want to make sure that the bigger developers are also still making games for it. And I think Namco Bandai already stated that they're gonna make a Tekken for the system. They're gonna make a Ridge Racer for the system. And I think that if Ouya grows big, I mean really big, that the bigger developers they actually need to see like, hey, there's a new system out there and it's only cost 100 euros. A lot of people have it and I can create original games and it's not going to be expensive for my game company and I can do creative and I can create games that I could not create on a PlayStation or Xbox because of the time, because of the cost, and because Sony and etc. can just say no, we don't want it. So I was absolutely interested when I saw it. I will post a link below. You can see it. It has their Kickstarter's website, and with a little video, and you can see what it's all about. So definitely just check it out. It's absolutely amazing, and this could be very well be a revolution, um, a new era for video game consoles that you know um, video game consoles on a TV screen don't have to be $60. A console doesn't have to pay no be $600 or $500. A gaming console on a screen can also be just $99. Games can still cost $15 or $10 or $20 and still be really successful. So I'm definitely very excited for it. Even though I actually don't like downloadable, I don't like downloadable only because it's kind of funny because Ouya is pretty much the system I would hate on if like the PlayStation would be downloadable only because the system is downloadable only. But like I said, the games are gonna cost like what, €5 or €10 or €15. Then all of a sudden, downloadable only doesn't sound too bad at all. But if you have a big game company like Sony making a downloadable only console and then releasing games for $60 or $50, I feel just ripped off because in the older generation, then at the moment, I could buy $60 games on disc. So that's the difference between Ouya and the PlayStation 3 and the next generation of consoles that are going to come out. For hardware specifications, I think it runs on a Tegra 3 or 4. It has 1 gigabyte of video RAM and 8 gigabyte of flash memory. It has Wi-Fi. It has just internet via cable. I think it has USB ports, so you can upgrade it. They actually mentioned like, hey, they hope that hackers will open the system up. They hope that hackers will hack it, and also hardware hackers, and make an incredible thing out of it. So that's just the mentality of those people. Are in my opinion, this mentality is what every game company should be like. Every game company should say, hey, if you have a great idea, if you have a great concept of a game, make the game and we will release it on our system. But no, the bigger developers, the bigger names in the industry, they actually only care about the money. They only care about the money because they make millions of dollars each month of buying, of making games that mostly, I won't say all the games, of course, but mostly are just a remake or are just, a new game in the sequel, just like Call of Duty, Battlefield, but also, well, I won't say Final Fantasy because Final Fantasy games are always the same, but I would say just Final Fantasy 13. They're making another Final Fantasy 13, and definitely Call of Duty. We all know Call of Duty is just the same freaking game, but then with more guns, a little bit different story, this and that. It's freaking annoying for a gamer like me to see that this is where gaming has gone. So I definitely hope you will check out the website. I will also post in the link below a website where you can actually pre-order the system. So you can still pre-order the system, and let's build a new gaming industry together that is not for the $60 games, but for the smaller games, and to let the world know that independent game developers are definitely needed. New and fresh ideas and inexpensive games are needed. So I hope you enjoyed this little video of me talking bullcrap and me owning some zombies. Well, I got pretty much, what is that? I got owned, and I hope I will, of course, see you next time. Leave in the comments below though. Do you know about Ouya? Have you backed up Ouya? Have you put in your money to hopefully that it get funded. I did, so I get my console no matter what. And did you like the idea of Ouya? And what do you expect of the system? Do you expect it to be big, like I hope it will, or do you expect it to be like on live and it has a couple of people playing it, but it's pretty much forgotten by the bigger mainstream of video games or video gamers? So yeah, now truly, I'll see you next time.